What's up, YouTube? It's been a while. I just want to talk to you guys. Tell you guys that the journey is getting harder for a reason. And the reason is because God is testing your will. God is testing you if you're built for the life you visualized. If you visualize your life in the mornings when you're working out, when you're going on walks like this, it will come true. Now, I do know for a fact that you gotta put in the work. Forgive relentlessly. Forgive people. Forgive yourself. Forgive your past. Because if you're still going on through this mental war in your mind, you can't go out with the war out here. You know, my experiences that came to life were just through little habits. Little habits. First, it was getting in the right room, knowing what I wanted. I used to be, very down bad, bro. Down bad. I'm talking like drug addict bad. Like I was like deep down. Like you probably wouldn't believe it, man. Like I was down. But I always wanted to be rich. I always wanted good things in life. I always wanted to be in the same room as, great people, successful people. I wanted to be in successful rooms. I wanted the good things that this universe has to offer. So I told myself, well, you're telling yourself you're all this, but at the same time you're not matching those actions. And those actions came to me little by little. Like every day I was working on myself. Every day I was communicating. Every day I was negotiating. Every day I was, scheming these thoughts in my brain. I was implementing. I was listening to music. I was looking at stuff. I was visualizing. Bro, I used to go on YouTube and I used to just see like road views of LA, Las Vegas. I used to see like good YouTubers. I used to, see the life that I knew I wanted to become. And far enough, met my friend Brandon that got me out of this. If it wasn't for him, I would have been dead already. I would have been dead. I probably would have been in jail for the longest because it was getting bad. So I thank him for everything, and I also thank myself. But he took me in. Me and him started working. Life was good. We were working very hard. The summer, we were drinking, smoking weed, and working very hard, like very, very hard, trying our best to put B&B's company where it's at. And we don't work there anymore, but long story short, we were working. I ended up breaking my foot. I was out for 4 months. And then the pain was so bearable. Like, I was uncomfortable, so met this lady, and this lady got us in the room, and we decided to start smoking pills again. Started smoking pills again for 1 or 2 days. Then we stopped. We went back to normal. I don't think we really drank that much. I think we were just smoking. We would drink here and there. We didn't drink that much, but we were doing this, and that. And then finally, I got the idea of me wanting to get money, right? I knew that I could get pills because we were in Arizona. So we got both of us got it, like, I don't know, it was probably $900 checks. After taxes and everything. And then put our money together, we ended up getting some pills. Long story short, we made it back, and one day almost killed us in the wreck over there. We ended up coming back, no sleep, went to work like that. Came back, we were smoking them, we were selling them. We had this vision of, we're gonna buy jet skis, we're gonna be rich, dude, we're gonna have cars, wads of cash. Like, we were planning to take over this. We were planning. And then few months passed by. We're making sales. We're serving at night. You know, we're spending our money on snacks. Um, each of us in our own room. I would smoke. I wouldn't really smoke, but I'll steal pills. I became grimy. I would steal pills from my friend's thing, and I would smoke them. And then it came to the point where I was hiding it from him, and then we would go to work like that. Long story short, a month later, we got caught. We were living that hotel life. Before that, we were going to hotels, this and that. Came back from New Mexico, came back to Kingman, went back to work, and then we got caught. I just remember sitting on top of right here in Carlsbad in one of the home twos, looking through the window and be like, damn, bro, luxury lifestyle. And then we stopped, and then came back, drinking on the way. Got caught, long story short, got caught in my Arizona Cardinals shirt. And then I did jail for four to 5 months. I did county in Kingman. And I got out. Things were looking good again. I got out. My brother was with his girlfriend at that time. Picked me up in the car in the morning, and I was acting like the sober unk. Now looking back at it, I should have drank in those moments, but did that. We were working good. Things were rolling. We were going to clubs again, but we weren't selling. We were just freaking drinking, having fun. Trying to look for a way out, trying to look for girls. And then all that ended because we ended up getting a big house. His dad started renting this mansion in Kingman, in the most wealthiest neighborhood in Kingman, Saddle Tree. Those who know Kingman know what I'm talking about. Those mountains up there on the I don't remember the mountains, but yeah, that took off. And then we were in the mountain. We would drink here and there, but not really. We would work and we would just go home. And then I guess both of us got tired of that life, and then we started reading, we started exercising in the morning, started waking up at 5 in the morning, 5 a.m. club. But I don't think so. We started waking up at 5 in the morning, and we were reading books, 48 Laws of Power. We were reading different books. My brother put me on, Brandon, and we were stoic for a few months. And then I started drinking because I was missing something, right? Like, I was in the mansion, I had it all. What I was missing was myself. I was missing, I needed some type of attention. I don't know what I needed, bro. I needed God, though. That's all I know. But we were up in those mountains, and then started drinking. Popped his little brother's tire, got caught. I let Brandon Sir down, my boss. I let him down. And then I ended up moving because he got kicked out after disappointing him. And then me and my brother Brandon were living in the RV that was his for like 2 months, 3 months. And we were working still, but things weren't looking great, Things weren't looking good, and it all happened like so fast. We weren't really drinking that much. I mean, the last time we drank, it was probably a vodka bottle. But anyways, we just go home and sleep and then eat, go home, sleep, work, hang out for a little bit. I would try to read my books, started high ticket sales, right? And then I started studying. My brain was hurting so bad from studying, by the way. And then I took off with it. And I thought it was like, because I had used credit in my credit card, and 10,000 appeared in my balance, but it was my used balance. I was like, oh, bro, wake up, bro. I woke up with 10K, bro. Let's go out to eat, this and that. I showed Brandon, and he's like, bro, that's what you paid. Now, looking back, I don't think he was really glad that I made a choice like that. Speaking to him, because we were a team. And I was like, oh, no, bro, we got 10,000. Let's go eat, get ready, this and that. No, it turns out I had used 10,000 in order to find financial freedom, but I didn't know that I had to go through trainings and courses. So now if you join a course, you gotta learn that you're going through training, read everything, ask questions like, whoa, what's this and what's that? What's it gonna take? Like, all and stuff, type of questions like that. But all that happened to me, and then time went by, and we would visit here and there. I no longer was allowed over there, so I would only stay in Lower Kingman, and I would get my chips and my vape. And I found God over there, though. I was going to church. And then I started lusting over this one girl. She's so beautiful, bro. Like, I didn't know she was married. I thought she was like, I don't know, I thought she was like divorced or somewhere. Yeah. I guess I thought I had a connection with her because she was so, like, I don't know, acted like a real lady in a sense. And asking out, her mother like said, oh, she's married, and I was like, oh, dude. I don't think I ever went back to church after that in Kingman. And then from there, I was just hoping for the best, bro, until one day it was getting rough, bro. We weren't even working, bro, to be honest. The last few months I was there, it was either on and off. And things were getting slow, bro. It was like things were like falling into place. But it didn't feel like that at that time, It felt like, oh, well, what's gonna happen now? Like, well, we're waiting on Big B's green light. Oh, like, oh, we're gonna go to Vegas, this and that. We're gonna work over there. Not necessarily. That did not happen, bro. Everybody parted ways, and I ended up going to Tucson. Because in Tucson, I was fucking around a little bit. I was smoking bud and I don't know. I was just a complete mess, bro. With probably like $200 in my pocket, maybe less, bro. I was living at my uncle's and my tia's for a while in the trailer parks, and then from there, I know you guys can't see me, but from there, I was still there, bro. Still there, still working, still working on myself, bro. Little by little, bro. I knew I wanted something better for myself. And I became homeless for 4 days, bro. 4 days. Roaming the streets of Tucson, getting high on meth. Yep, I said it. And then sleeping in the forest all the way the south side of Tucson, but all the way like the truck stops. And then it got bad, bro. I returned. I knew I had to communicate and tell my parents, like, this is not what I want. This is not the life that I want. I want something different for myself. I wanted it to change. And things changed, right? And then uh, little by little, um, came back, was lost. Still, like, kind of like detoxing still. I think I didn't smoke anymore. Just coffee and cigarettes. And I was going to interview after interview, start working at McDonald's, Bill Caesars, became manager there, fell off again on alcoholism. And then I started working at Lucy's. From Lucy's, now I'm in Arby's. And now I'm going to the oil field. So all that, bro, in a matter of 2 years, your life can change, bro. It ain't over, bro. Just because you went to jail, just because you're fucking up, doesn't mean necessarily your life is over. Maybe things are falling into place, bro. But you gotta be the one that's gotta visualize that you want better for yourself. You kind of have to be fucking around in a sense, because you cannot be serious about living the peasant mediocre lifestyle. So that's the story time, bro. And I'll see you guys in the next video.